You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons and Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 189, posted May 2019. A Hug in the Darkness.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. I am Scott McNulty, your Dungeon Master. That's right, we're back in Dark Sun. What are these knuckleheads gonna do now? I don't know. Let's find out.
Neither do these knuckleheads.
New tagline.
That was the greatest
right
introduction
there.
of all
That's
time.
gonna be every episode from now on. I'm going to say,
Problem
welcome
solved.
to Total Party Kill. What are these knuckleheads going to do now?
I'm surprised you haven't changed it already. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Your normal cast of characters is here, but
And
we're
a
just-
golem!
And there's a golem named Johnny Nine.
Mentos'
Johnny
monster.
Nine. Johnny Nine
Johnny
is
Nine.
alive.
Okay. Johnny Nine is fine. Great.
I still say Eldebarge.
Johnny 9 is fine. You can have a nickname for it.
All right, I will.
I'm glad
Mentos' monster.
Be
Johnny
that
Nine
way.
Eldebarge.
So the other golems are not doing anything. There's nothing else in this room of note except to the north there is a door.
So does this flesh golem look like he's going to be useful? Is he a tough-looking dude?
Do we order him around, or does he talk and is like a friend?
He
He can still be a friend if he can't talk. Don't be so reductive.
And is a friend.
They cannot speak, but they understand commands.
All right. Hey, Johnny Nine, open that door.
Eldebarge.
Yeah!
Johnny Nine / Eldebarge plods his way through the muck, takes hold of the doorknob, and opens the door very easily.
Cool.
And
It's fine.
reveals
What is behind that door?
The rhythm of the night.
A new car!
hooray! Can I?
Hey, guys, we're gonna get sued. Stop it.
A staircase going.
Oh no.
All right. Are we
Oh.
sending Johnny ahead of us constantly, or should some of us sort of take up the lead?
No, I think Johnny looks like a leader.
Let's protect this dude for a bit.
Johnny,
Or dudette.
how much do you know about this?
Johnny cannot talk.
Oh, the other guy talked.
What about sign? Can they sign?
He knows American Sign Language.
Which we don't. We only
we
know.
don't.
I was gonna say,
Guys,
you
you
only know
also know
Asian sign language.
Yeah. mhm.
Yeah.
Umlal is fluent in Athasian sign language, though. one class. he
There's
was good
only
at.
one sign in Athasian sign language. It's sand.
What more do you need?
So there's a staircase going up.
Umlal will trek upwards.
Carlos will follow Amlal, and then
I'm
he'll-
following those two.
and
Trail along
and,
behind them all.
I'll motion for Johnny Nine to come with us too.
The staircase goes upwards out of the muck, and it leads to a dry corridor.
I like it already.
Oh, this is so nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Really
come
sell
up,
us on this staircase.
Umlal will peek around this corner.
and just around that corner is a turnstile.
Well,
Oh,
what?
we found subway entrance.
I don't know. We don't have public transportation in Athens. This seems like a dark. This seems like literacy, something that should be forbidden.
Send Eldebarge in first?
So, yep.
Yeah, I think that's probably the good idea.
All right, what are you doing?
Johnny Nine is plowing the way ahead.
All right, let's select Johnny Nine. I should just let somebody else control this.
Yeah.
Who would like to control the flesh column?
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
God, if it only were that
I think
easy,
all
Scott.
of us really, but I will take it if
Carlos used this power with great flesh golem power.
Carlos
comes with
does not
great
control
flesh golem
Johnny Nine. I
responsibility.
control Johnny.
One does not simply control the flesh golem.
One does not simply walk through a turnstile.
What if it is? What if,
Oh,
what if it's
wait a
that
minute.
easy?
That is
No.
exactly what you do
Is
with
there
a
a
turnstile.
baseball park on the other side? That would be fun. Let's go play some dice baseball.
Jason, if the entire Total Party Kill podcast was a long con to get somebody to play Stratomatic baseball with you, I am out.
So,
Well, give it a chance.
all right. So Johnny Nine was perplexed by how to use this turnstile and is kind of walking into it.
Oh, it's like a sheep gate, except for flesh golems.
And
Like in the UK,
Maybe-
when you get to a thing and there's like a
maybe
little
it doesn't
gate so
turn.
that
Maybe it's locked.
sheep can't get through. But,
Yeah, Umlo reaches out and tries to just like push it and see if it moves.
It moves counterclockwise.
Okay, because can he demonstrate that to Johnny Nine?
Johnny Nile is not very bright. But if you
Can
kind
you
of
put him in the corner and then just rotate it till he moves through?
he will do that. And then you get him through to the other side.
And then he
Alright.
explodes.
Can we see what's down that hall?
Well,
Johnny can.
you can see that it ends and turns to the south.
Once you go through that turnstile, can you come back? I say after Carlos runs through.
Carlos is through.
Is Carlos going to test that? I don't know.
Carlos, maybe
Yes,
just see if
Carlos
you can-
pushes. Carlos comes
Yes.
back and is like, sure, I can just go through again.
You
Push on the
can.
other side.
So the turnstile is made of wood and it turns counterclockwise.
Oh, it's made of wood.
This is really weird. All right, sure.
Let's just burn it.
It's your answer to everything.
Pretty much.
All right, I'm gonna peek around the
Perfect.
corner.
All right. There is a corridor that ends with a door.
Oh, if this room has a bunch of spheres in it, I'm out.
I think technically you call that a door then.
I don't agree.
Come on, Johnny.
Nope. Johnny is
Where's Johnny?
I overrode his special name. Now he's just Flesh Golem again.
Oh,
Where would you like Johnny to go?
Are we making him? Are we making
I would
Johnny
like Johnny
open
to
the
open the door.
Johnny, open door. He can't speak.
Johnny? Get your
Johnny, door
Johnny.
opener.
Get your gun.
Johnny. All right. So he opens the door, and I will say the door opens onto a stone platform in a large natural cave. Opposite the entrance in the distance is another stone platform. Between them, a series of wooden discs is suspended from the ceiling by massive steel chains.
Oh,
Cave floor seems to be covered by a pool of boiling mud.
I think we found the
Why
Dark
would you
Sun.
boil mud?
I think we found the
What a
Dark
bad
Sun
idea.
version of like Disneyland or something.
Oh,
I don't like
boiling
this.
mud. Oh, it's like
Yeah,
let's.
you see-
How do we find something more unpleasant than cold mud?
Oh man, those Ritz crackers look delicious.
that's a lot of platforms.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
guessing.
cheese wheels,
Who
possibly.
wants to make mud pie?
All right, there you go.
I wonder
A
if
lot
the,
of
hold on. I
athletic
just gotta.
things.
Just unrelated to anything. Just gonna remind myself what Regdar's acrobatics is like.
Katsuka would like
Okay.
to examine these platforms to see if they look like they're going to collapse if people stand on them.
I
or if
hate
they're
jumping
gonna
puzzles in video
swing
games.
crazily.
Sure, I will tell you. So these platforms, think they are discs. Obviously, they're wooden discs. In the center is a chain
Oh, they're wooden discs. Let's burn them.
that is attached
Only when we're halfway across.
attached to the ceiling. The ceiling is 50 feet above the level of the platforms, and below is a 50-foot drop to the boiling mud.
How far apart are the platforms?
The discs are each 4 feet in diameter and 3 feet apart.
So
We're all-
you
let's
could
s-
step to them, but they're gonna move as soon as you step on one.
Yeah, Ketchka, as
Yeah.
you're looking at one, you see that it just swings freely.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm pretty convinced
look
I
like they're pretty
cannot
stable,
make
though?
it across this room.
I mean,
I can-
they swing freely, but I mean, they don't look like they're going to come collapsing down like the
Right.
cables.
As
are holding them
you
in
so
place.
you're kind of testing it. It looks like it's solidly built. You do notice that the discs and the chains and the walls of the cavern, once you notice the discs and the chains have this, are all covered with this wet, slippery algal scum.
Oh, great.
wait, how do you get algae in the boiling mud room?
It's you're
The
fine
steam.
with a
Magic.
flesh golem, but algae.
I draw the line.
Dan. Here, let me help Scott out as a fellow dungeon master. The algae is magic, jerk.
That's right, it is faintly glowing as well.
I don't know.
Oh,
Between
see?
the algae and the boiling mud, it seems like this might be like a spa. I don't know.
Dan, you're never allowed to go to a spa.
And so is everybody on the platform? Where is everybody?
I'm still
I'm
outside
still
the
in
door.
the hallway.
Johnny 9 is propping the
peering.
door open.
Johnny, nice.
So I'm pretty sure Johnny is not going to be able to make it through this room.
I'm kind of with you.
I'm
on
pretty
that.
sure I'm not going to be able
Um,
to make it through this room.
You think that
Jo-
turnstile was basically for his safety?
Yes, yeah. The golem safety measure.
So across the room, you see towards this other stone platform, suddenly a geyser of boiling mud erupts
Jeez.
and hits the ceiling
So
of the
back to
room
the pit.
and falls back down.
At least you showed us that before we got on to like a third of the
This
way
is-
out there. Thank you,
This
Scott.
this is fine.
Yeah, we're taking time to assess, and it's worked out.
I'm just
All right.
impressed that we managed to find a plane that was worse than Athos. So.
Me not getting on no plane.
It's too late. You already drank the kank milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, not everyone's going to be able to make it through, so I think this is a non-starter, at least for now.
You don't
Is
think
it
there's
possible
something? You
that
don't
one's
think there's
getting
something important
across?
on the other side?
Once we get
Well,
across, though,
I
do we
mean-
think it's possible that maybe we can find some way to bring the other
600
people?
feet of rope.
I've got 600 feet of rope.
Build a bridge. I mean, I have +6 to
Oh, let's
acrobatics.
make a
I can
zip
probably
line.
make it across.
Yeah,
Are you
can,
trying to
Scott,
make-
can you give us an idea of what it would take us to move from platform to platform?
I just like Carlos's idea that a zip line would be a way to introduce safety into this situation.
So you know that you would need to do
Say acrobatics.
a bunch of
Say acrobatics.
dexterity checks to make sure that you can get onto the discs. So that would be acrobatics or
Nope.
Would athletics be an option?
Sure. So acrobatics, you would kind of jump and try and grab hold of the other disc, like jump from disc to disc. With athletics, you would more try to like swing and manhandle it together so that you could grab
Whoa,
onto
whoa.
the
I mean, they're only if they're only 3 feet apart, like Amlal could easily just sort of like step from one, grab the chain, and then try to.
What
like,
could go wrong?
Yeah, I don't know.
Can I-
I mean, I'm thinking I could like tie a rope to me, and we could all tie ropes to ourselves, and that way, if one of us dies, we all die. Is that how you guys feel
Yeah,
about that?
it's
Yep.
team building effort for sure.
We got 600 feet. We could each individually tie a rope to ourselves. And, then
a
I'm
rope
not sure what to do
to-
there.
yeah.
Question mark, question mark, question
Tie
mark.
them all
and number
together
4
in
is
a knot.
profit.
Tie that knot to the ceiling. Oh, okay. Here's how we do it. We tie all of ourselves together. Then Shara shoots an arrow with the rope attached to the ceiling. Then we all swing across together.
I'd like to just
Oh,
write
All
an
right.
apology letter.
Scott
to
is
all
showing us
Dungeon
a picture. It's awful.
that is
Are
the
they really at different heights?
discs. No, but it
It's
looks
just sort
better
of
at the picture.
perspective thing. I see. Okay.
Scott, I noticed there's like 9 discs, so there's basically 10 jumps that are required. Are you going to make us roll 10 dexterity checks?
No.
Okay.
That sounds like a trick answer.
It will be 12.
Tony, 10 dexterity
Okay.
checks would assume that you got all the way through before the mud golem eats you.
I can long jump
All
up to
right.
30 feet, so I should only be able to hit 3 of them and get
What?
across.
Yes, that
I'm-
is. Yeah, just jump over the swinging discs.
Amlal is willing to give this a try, but it's a question of whether or not we think, we actually want to do this.
Can you carry me?
I'm willing to go check it out, but I think that we're just going to end up coming back unless there's something. No! Wait! I can give. We have the balloon thingies.
You have balloon packs.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
for descending.
I forgot how they work.
We also have
Yeah,
Parachute.
where'd
Float
they
down
go?
into the mud.
we also
So
have potions of
slowly
wind
immerse
walking,
ourselves
which I
into
don't
the
know what
boiling
that
mud.
does.
Can I look that up?
Yep, go ahead.
While you're wearing the backpack, you can deploy the balloon as an action and gain the effect of the levitate spell for 10 minutes, targeting yourself and requiring no concentration. Furthermore, I can levitate.
You can
Nice.
levitate.
So-
You are all set.
Because I think we have
Yes.
5 balloon packs.
I think so. Yeah.
We've
so
only
I
got
could
10
give
minutes
mine...
though, so we got to get in and out quick.
Scott, I can't find any trace of potion. It's potion of wind walking. Is it something else? Tony?
the balloon packs that we got.
We also got bottled breath. I think. it
Didn't
is.
somebody
No,
use
no, no,
one
no.
of
I
them?
have a bead of wind walking, which I think allows me to. I think it just like cast the wind walk potion or a spell.
Did that come? That came off like
Yes. You have
Yeah.
a bead of wind walking that lets you cast wind walk.
a. Okay, wind walk. Got it.
And I can tell you what wind walk does.
Which is you and up to 10 willing creatures.
creatures.
Some
And assume a
gaseous form
Yes, yes, we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
that lasts for 8 hours.
8 hours. There's plenty of time.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Guys, we are never. Let's just.
we
let's
live,
just
we are
like
gaseous creatures.
But what are we gonna do when we get across? When we're just a bunch of we're like a cloud trying to open the door on the other side.
You go through the door.
Yeah, your gas.
Yeah.
That's not how gas
Steve,
works.
this is your dream come true.
Yeah, Steve, Kafka has been a gaseous creature for years.
Truly, this is
The only
greatest-
actions a creature
the
can take in this
ultimate
form are
fart
dash.
joke is about to happen.
or revert to its normal form. Reverting takes 1 minute, during which time a creature is incapacitated and can't move. Until the spell ends, a creature can revert to cloud form, which also requires the 1 minute transformation.
So we can easily get across. If we need to revert back, we can do that. And then how many balloon packs do we have?
5, I think.
We got 8 hours of Windwalk.
One got
It's a
used.
long spell. I don't think
Right,
we're going to
the
need the
problem
balloon
is if we
packs.
decide we need to revert on the other side for some reason.
But you
I
can
don't-
switch back
why
and
would-
forth for 24 hours.
We
right?
can, yeah,
Oh,
we
you
can
switch
revert.
back and
Eight.
forth.
Yes,
Yeah, 1 minute of
it
incapacitation.
just takes 1 minute each time we switch back and forth, but we can go back and forth as many times as we
Oh
want
wow!
for 8 hours.
Okay, that seems like a real winner here.
It is a 6th level spell. That's probably why it's so generous.
Wow.
Well, is there another? I mean, we could save it, but I always feel like we save these things and never use it. So
Agreed.
Yeah.
it seems like a good place to use
Yeah,
it.
if we can
seems
use
like
it
a
on
great
all of
place
us
to
and the
use this.
golem, we should do it.
Yep.
Do it.
Yep.
I think Regdar's got this thing.
And just we got to time it so we don't walk into a geyser or cloud into a geyser, because I have a feeling gas won't do well with hot boiling
so
water.
we should tell Johnny 9 to stay here, I guess.
I know we
Why
can turn
can't-
him in too, can't we? It's 10 willing creatures. That's a lot.
Can he be convinced once he's a gas to turn back into flesh? I mean,
He follows
it
our
seems
orders.
They
logistically
follow
difficult.
orders.
Yeah. if
Once
he
you
follows our
but
orders,
once
it
you
works.
once you've lived as a gas golem, why would you ever get back?
True.
Well, then we have a gas column following orders. That's cool.
All right.
for at least 8 hours.
All right, so you're going to Regdar
Yeah.
takes out this prayer bead and cracks it open, and arcane energy crackles, and you all feel as though you have now gained the ability to turn into a gaseous form.
All
Yeah.
right. I
So I
spend a
think we
minute.
start in gaseous form. I don't think we even need to do that. When we start in
Oh, that's
gaseous
true.
form.
You all are now appearing as wisps of clouds.
Yay.
This Omlaw dream
I
come
like
true.
And I guess your flying speed is your
I think it's
regular move.
Have we noticed
No, we
geysers
have
coming
a
up anywhere but the discs? Can we just like float around the discs and avoid the
I mean,
geysers?
presumably,
She's got-
also we could go pretty
Scott,
high, right?
We have a flying speed of 300 feet.
What? Where does it say that?
In the
Oh, yes,
second
you
line
do.
of the spell, and resistance to
tell a
damage
lie.
from
That
that is some
non-magical weapons.
fast-moving gas.
You're
So we
moving
can basically
quickly.
zip across this room.
Zip, zip. Yes, and as you're
Wind is
flying
fast.
across, or is this what you're going to be doing?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell us.
Let's
As
fly
you're
high.
flying across
Real high.
another geyser of mud erupts, and you take.
Wait, is it magical?
You take you have resistance,
Yeah.
so you take 14 points of fire damage as you are flying through.
Oh, shouldn't that be mud damage?
Yes,
I resist mud damage.
doesn't exist, so it's fire
I
damage. 'cause it's
resist
hot
fire
mud.
damage.
That's still a lot of fire damage.
Hot mud, and you end up on the side of the platform. The other side.
All right.
On
We
the
all took that
uh,
damage? That seems awful.
Hey man,
I don't like it.
rules.
How much damage did we take?
14
14.
after it was.
I took 7.
No,
Do you get
I
to have
halved
it?
it already.
She's resistant to fire, though. Right?
Oh, okay. You have
Oh, okay.
resistance
So
to
it's
fire,
only
you take
halved
half. but
once then? Because
14 is halved. You took 28. I halved it because you had resistance. If you have on the
Got
other
it.
distances, you should have it.
Guys, it would be real embarrassing to get killed while
So
you're
7 is
cloud.
correct.
So we could materialize and open this door, or we could just phase through the door. I guess the downside is if there's horrible things, it'd take us a minute to phase back into normal
Well,
stuff.
couldn't we send
We're not
someone to
ethereal,
peek
we're a
through underneath
gas.
the door and then just be like,
peek?
"What's in the room?" And
Do
they can
clouds
come
have
back.
eyes?
I mean, I guess do we not see the mud geyser, and that's why we got hit by it?
I don't know. I have a lot of questions.
There's
right
a
now.
lot of questions. So
and,
I guess
and the answer to all of them is magic.
I
Clouds
think
must have eyes because when they rain, that's them crying, Tony.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
I
That
would
is
say we
awesome.
send one person under the,
The
door to scout.
clouds are alive with the sound of
I'll
magic.
go because I can disengage as a bonus action. So if there's something right there,
Also, you'll be a cloud.
then I can.
You
yeah,
actually,
and then I can disengage and come back
well,
through.
except you can't because the only actions we can take in this form are dash or revert. So we can only move or
can
turn back
move.
into normal people. We can't do anything else.
Yeah,
other
that's the
than-
downside. Theoretically, if
open
you
the
were
door.
trapped as a cloud somewhere.
That said, I don't think that anybody's going to be able to hit you in gaseous form.
Yeah.
So
Also, you could theoretically choke someone in gaseous
Well, I don't
form.
know.
That
Hot
seems
mud
real
apparently can.
unsporting.
but you could be hit. You're just gas.
But what if I'm just inside somebody else's
We just
lungs?
learned that.
All right, I can also go if we're worried about damage. I will be okay. Have you ever seen a raging gas cloud?
You can't
I
use
have
this
seen
gas
that.
cloud.
I know.
Yeah, you go to college with Steve Lutz, you've seen that.
Or Chipotle once.
Can I like gash his cloud underneath the door?
I am the greatest.
Well, let's see. There's a chance you can because this door is dry. So I'll say yes, you can.
All right, I will seep. Is that the right word? Seep under the door?
I hope it isn't the right word.
Sublimate, Dan. You want to sublimate.
Okay, so you
was it
find
therapy?
yourself in. So Umlal, do you have dark vision?
I do not. I think.
All right,
think
you find
so.
yourself in a very dark place.
Cool.
You're a gaseous cloud in a dark place.
I guess I will go back outside and communicate somehow, as we do in gaseous form, that it's very dark on the other side. Do we want
So
to?
should we open the door?
And communicate to each other.
Do we want to revert to person form, or do we want to?
Scott, is there enough room for all of us to revert back to person form, or are
Sure,
some
it'll
of
be-
us
it'll
stuck
be
levitating?
cozy, but you could
Okay.
all-
And I also might suggest we do it in like 2 sections, so that we have a bunch of people.
Well, I've
Sitting
got
there.
dark vision. I can go under the door.
Also, does dark vision apply when you're a cloud of gas?
I'm going under.
So Ketchka, gaseous Ketchka, goes under the door and finds herself in a hallway that ends in another door. It
All
is
right.
Oh, okay.
I revert back to normal form and open the door.
All right,
1
a
minute
goes by, which is a long time. So, 30 seconds go by for everyone on the other side of the door. Ketchka does not come back.
Somebody want to go check on her?
Nah.
She's fine.
I
was gonna
telepathically
revert.
send a
I'm just
message
gonna
out
revert.
saying that I'm fine. I'm turning back and opening the door for you.
Okay. The door, Give me a strength check. Oh, actually, this door is fine. You open it.
Hey, everybody!
We're in dry zones. So everybody's gaseous except for Ketchka.
What a turn of events.
Ah.
Just can we establish canonically when we're gaseous?
Oh, Carlos is running in. Get back here,
I'm
Carlos.
not running. I'm
You can't catch me in the
flying.
gas cloud.
We basically all look like cartoon ghost versions of ourselves, right?
Yes, like Casper the Friendly
Canon.
Ghost.
All right, guys, we got like 7 hours and 59 minutes to deal with whatever we got to deal with over here.
That's true.
So
So
you-
and then get back.
You find another door at the end
And
of this.
Carlos had
corridor.
light cast on him, so I'm assuming I'm a glowing cloud of gas right now.
You're a true ghost. You're like a Scooby Doo
Yeah.
ghost.
That was
You're like a
That has-
nebula, man.
that needs to happen again because I'm sure it's been worn off.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It hasn't been that long, has it? It was just yesterday.
We rested.
Oh, that was an auspicious day.
Oh, we
Or-
rested, though. We rested.
Sorry, that was an auspicious Boxing Day.
Okay. I can't decide. I'm gonna revert back to physical form.
All right, so you, Shara is.
I'll do the same
Solidifying.
at the same time. I'm gonna do that.
All right. Carlos
All right.
reverts back to physical.
Same.
Solid now.
Fine.
Did someone tell Johnny to come
Oh
with us?
no!
Yeah.
He's still standing out
We
there.
left him on the platform.
Come on, Johnny.
Johnny,
Oh.
revert
He's on the
back to
platform.
physical
Floats
form.
in. Oh,
There.
he's reverting.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
And he's done.
Oh, good.
I'll open this door, peek through.
Sure. You open the door, and
Guys, we're almost back to the sphere room.
I will read you the complete description.
Paint a picture for me, Scott.
The door opens into an area of utter blackness.
Hmm.
I'm not getting it.
So close your eyes, Dan.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what you see.
Someone has a light spell, right? Can we put it on a rock and throw the rock in or something?
Or is he suggesting that it's magic blackness?
Well, I don't know. Magic light. That seems like a pretty good answer. I didn't say light a torch. Yeah, that would be ridiculous. See? Someone's got light, right?
I think.
Yeah, or I could just poke my head in and look around.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision, so
But
I'm
we're
not-
gonna need to. Everyone else is gonna need to be able to see at some point.
I cast
No.
light on Omlal.
On my head or something?
Yeah, like in your hat.
Oh, my bad.
Dude, just do his butt.
That's so inconvenient.
Yeah, then he'll be like flipping around. He'll be like a dog chasing his tail.
It'll be hilarious.
Okay, so
I catch you soon, Light. You mark my words.
your light has cast upon you. Everyone notices Umlal does not cast a shadow.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, me kill it. All right. Does the light emanate from me out into this room at all, or is it still black?
It is still black.
Wow.
All right, Ketchka, you want to take a look, see if you see anything
Okay.
different?
Yeah, I poke my head in.
Wait, Umlal, how are you standing in the doorway? Or
Yeah, I was staying in the doorway.
so Ketchka peers
back here.
in and
I'm up
sees
here.
an area of utter blackness.
All right, can I use
So we
my,
tie a rope to somebody and they can walk in and feel their way?
Can I use my sword really quick and just make sure there's like
I-
a floor just inside this?
Sure. So how do you're gonna
I'm gonna
reach
take
out?
my sword and just be like tap tap. Is there
Okay,
or a stick? Do I have a pole? Do I have a 10-foot pole?
you have 600 feet of rope.
Oh yeah.
Don't touch it with that.
You take out your sword, which is pretty long because it's a great sword, and you tap in there. It appears to be a floor there.
I will take a step into the room then.
Okay, as soon as
but
you
wait.
step into the room,
Sorry.
yes.
I have the ability to perceive the unseen. I can see invisible or hidden creatures regardless of lighting conditions. So I could at least maybe look in and see if there's anything in there.
Yeah, totally do that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and if you do that, tell me, because
Okay.
we can
Me
work
too, 'cause
something
I'm
out.
about to walk in there.
Let me
All right, then.
see what that does.
I mean, if there are no creatures in there, it's probably not super helpful. But
It would be nice to know if there were creatures. in there.
at least I can
Oh,
see if there's
there
anything
is.
waiting for us.
Let's see. Okay, so you so basically what it does, it like shifts your vision into reading auras. So the auras glow just, no matter what the lighting conditions are, right? You're reading everyone's auras. So you see
Yeah.
all the auras of the people around you, but you don't see anything in that room glowing.
Okay.
Good.
I tell everybody, yeah, there are no creatures that I can see in there, but lighting wise, I can't see a thing.
All right.
I mean, I can cast darkness, but I don't think that would help us.
I'm tying a rope around Omlal if he's going in,
Okay.
so you can at least find your way back.
All right.
A good way to lose half a rope is all I'm saying.
Well, I got 600 feet of it, Tony. I think it'll be okay.
I guess. Watch, we'll lose like 50 feet of it later. We'll need that.
It'll be something that's 575 feet
Yeah, away
away
us.
from something. Yep.
Yeah. All Scott's got to do is create a 555-foot canyon, and you are screwed.
It's true.
Uh,
I will also say if this is a magic darkness spell like the one that I can cast, if it's cast on something like an object and you cover up that object just like it would block light, it could block the darkness. So if you feel anything, throw a blanket over it or something.
I am carrying a
Interesting.
blanket.
It's
All right.
probably in your
It's a fire.
adventurer's pack,
my
right?
bedroll.
Ketchka ties a rope around Umlal, and I guess Umlal's going into the room.
Whee! Oh no! Goodbye, everybody.
So, Umlal, as soon as you enter the room, the light that has been cast upon you is extinguished, and you are kind of groping around in this room, and you feel
Dice. I found dice, guys.
dice. Yes, does a 27 hit you?
Oh,
Ooh.
Yes.
All right. So you feel coming from you're disoriented, so you're not sure where, but you feel these arms kind of grapple you.
Oh, a hug.
Oh,
It's a little
yes.
fun.
A hug in the darkness.
Do I see
oh,
this?
this very comforting.
And
Me
does,
feel like me back in womb.
I'm assuming a 25
is
also.
it pronounced womb?
My pronunciation not good. 25 also hits me. Yes. So have I been hugged twice?
No. So you feel on your neck
Oh man.
bangs sink into your neck, and you take 6 points of piercing damage,
Oh man, that makes me angry.
and you take
I should have stayed gaseous for.
Yeah, he should have.
You take 14 points of necrotic damage as your life
What?
force is being drained from you. And also, while you're at it, why
Man,
don't you
I need-
lower your maximum hit point level by 14 points?
What?
And let's roll initiative.
You're right, Scott. This is
Oh my-
fun.
It's fun for the whole family.
Well, I'm glad that was me and not anybody else because I can kind of handle it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me three. Also, like, I'm just emotionally prepared for you to die too. So
Me too.
Just always be prepared. All right. Let's get some initiative.
Well, as my flaws say, there's no room for caution in a life lived to the fullest.
That's true.
What's unfortunate is I have danger sense, which gives me a advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects you can see.
Oh no. Shara,
I
you're-
never get to use it because Scott is brutal in that way.
I'm not nice. And Zatasha is an 8. All right. Got our initiatives. Unfortunately, I go first.
That seems like cheating.
I
It
said
is.
Can I
unfortunately.
see the aura of whatever is doing this to?
You see nothing.
Okay.
Let's see. What does it want to do? Okay. It's going to continue to suck your blood, Dan. With a 28, it hits.
Jeez.
What terrible things happen to me now?
I will tell you in a moment because I have to figure. Oh, here we are. So you take 3 points of piercing damage and 13 points of necrotic damage, and your total hit points are lowered by an additional 13 points.
Good lord.
All right.
So do we hear
how
him?
Presta
I'm
died.
assuming we hear him screaming or something. Like,
it just
like
sounds.
at first it's like, oh yeah,
It just
hug,
sounds
and then
like
it's like
somebody
That's
really,
very
really.
unpleasant.
It just sounds like a straw getting slurped really loudly.
Yes,
Yeah,
you hear
all right.
Ulal going, ah!
Current
Darkness
update.
biting me.
I sound apparently a little Schwarzenegger. I am currently at 15 hit points, and my maximum has been lowered from 71 to 44. So, not great.
Not great, Bob. Not great.
Pull on the rope if you're having any troubles, Amlaw.
Katka gets pulled into the rope because he pulled the rope so hard.
All right, that's all the vampire will do. Oops.
Oh,
I
it's a
told you it's a
vampire, you say?
Spoilers.
I really feel like
It could have been.
Zatasha's
It
true
could have
sight
been
thing
2
should have picked that
mosquitoes.
up.
Vampires don't have auras. Regdar.
What?
Maybe it's almost.
Regdar will defer until anything better, until the situation improves.
Regdar
I just
punts.
want to wait for a little more blood to get sucked out of my friend.
Regdar can cast Expedition Retreat on himself.
So, Regdar, you would know. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. I'm great at those.
I know.
Would you say I have advantage on this?
No.
Oh, just checking. 20!
You don't need advantage.
nice.
You would recognize that this darkness is magical darkness, and if you wanted to cancel out magical darkness, you could cast light at level 2 or higher.
Okay.
Only we had thought about
Do I
that
need? Do
before
I
we
need?
went in
Do
the
I
room.
cast it on? What do I cast it on? I guess
You can
The
just
darkness.
cast it in the general direction.
I attack the darkness.
Yes, do it.
I attack the darkness.
Woo!
All right.
Oh, someone's getting injured here.
So I am using up one of my level 2 spell slots.
Correct.
So by the way, Dan, there's a Wikipedia page that's a list of egg dishes. So I've got some suggestions for you for your next character: scramble, huevos, quiche, souffle, or custar.
What
Custar.
about whatchamacallit?
Custar the ever-living.
Frittata.
Frittata, good, good. All right. Anyway,
That was the one I was
we'll
going to
just
use.
store those away for
Oh, this guy's
next
so
turn.
handsome.
All right,
This guy's
so
sparkle power.
Regdar
For
says
haha.
arcane
How about that?
words, and light bursts into this room, revealing a pretty empty room except for two notable things: a coffin and a vampire that is walking on the wall, has its arms wrapped around Umlal and its teeth sunk into his neck. And you notice Umlal will notice this, and maybe Ketchka.
Is the coffin made of wood?
This vampire's a dwarf. The coffin is made of stone.
Oh, we can't
So
burn
this,
that.
I just want to discuss Dungeons and Dragons dungeon design. So we have traversed a room full of flesh golems, a weird turnstile,
Yep.
a horrible room full of boiling mud. On the other side of that room full of boiling mud is a hallway that leads to a room that just a vampire lives in.
And he's really hungry because nothing else ever comes this way.
It's true. You know,
But when they come this way, I bet you
Might
the
be
turnstile
that
doesn't
It
work.
might be hiding,
this adventure was written in the 70s. It was a different time.
and one of the weapons might be in that coffin.
Guys,
all right.
explain to me what about the 70s informs the design of this room.
They were really into
A
vampires.
lot of
You had to be
acid.
there,
Disco.
man.
The disco was big, and
Disco was big. I mean, boiling mud is basically like shag carpeting, right? I don't.
That's true. So
Scott, is it my turn?
I was just about to say, Umlal, it is your turn. You are
I have
currently being grappled by a vampire.
All right, so this raises some
But like
questions.
a little vampire.
What do I have to
Tiny
do?
tot.
Can I do anything, or do I need to first escape the grapple?
It depends on what you want to do.
I want to
Can't hit it. Without
Right. Well, that would be one question. I think the first thing I will do is rage because I am angry that the darkness bit me.
You can rage without having to
Yep,
escape the grapple.
all right. So that's great. Now the next question is, can I break free?
That would be your
I
action.
wanna break free.
Fine. What would that require?
You will either give me a athletics check or a dexterity check.
I'm going to give you an athletics check because when I'm raging, I have advantage on strength checks.
Well, then give me that advantage roll.
I'm going to do that right now. 15.
Trying out some catchphrases. All right. So that's a 15, is that it?
Yep.
So you're struggling through, and you are really impressed by the strength of these tiny dwarven arms that have grappled you. They are very, very strong, and you remain grappled.
Cool. Can I do anything else?
You can speak. You can say,
How much taller is Omlal than a dwarven vampire?
Like twice as tall.
Yeah, like a lot.
the dwarven vampire is walking on the wall.
Yeah, I know. I just want to
That doesn't
understand how
excuse
comical
anything.
his death will be.
All right, Ketchka.
Oh boy.
Get it off!
Get off.
Oh man. What to do? What to do? Do I try to heal Amlal here so he doesn't?
That's really just giving the guy more food, isn't it?
It's fair point. Good
The longer
Lord.
he's attached to me, the less time he's attached to any of you, I guess.
Okay. Well. Gosh. That's all I can say is gosh. All right. Well, I will attempt to hit him with some dissonant whispers.
Okay.
So that is a
Do I need to
must
do
make a
save?
wisdom saving throw versus a DC of 16. Vampires are probably wise, which is unfortunate.
It fails.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So
Nice.
it takes takes 7 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me. So he's either dragging Amlal with him or he's letting go and taking off.
He is dragging Umlal with him because
Do I get a strength saving throw or something to prevent him from doing that?
Sure. Let's do
I would assume that I could try and like have an opportunity to not move, and then he either has to. let
Yep, give me
go
a strength check.
or- strength check or saving throw.
Check.
Is that strength or athletics? Just strength, straight up strength.
Just strength.
Shoot, I should have given you inspiration before.
That's fine. I still have advantage. So. Oh my god. Great.
He drags you to the furthest corner.
Oh, I should have used. I have inspiration. I should have used on that first strength check. Oh well. If I make it to next time.
And he goes, well, he would hiss, but he's currently
Yeah, hiss. Do it. I dare you.
slurping.
I dare you. I dare you.
he's supping upon a delicious morsel, so he will not hiss.
Rats. Okay, you already have inspiration,
You see-
Amal?
Yeah, I do. Well, I have
Okay.
I have DM inspiration. I don't have bardic inspiration.
I mean, if you already got DM inspiration, you're probably already better off than if
Yeah,
I
I
gave you
just
bardic.
need to remember it.
So who's coming up? Is Carlos coming up soon, or
Zatasha is next.
Zatasha's next?
Carlos is-
How about some inspiration for Zatasha then?
Sure.
Okay. I don't do stuff with rolls very often, so
Oh, is that right?
Mhm.
Abilities, saves to hits are not your thing?
no, I make other people make saving throws.
I see. And then we got Shara coming up. Shara, are you an inspiration lover?
I am.
I will give it to you
I will
then, because
take
you're
it.
coming up before Carlos.
Okay.
So inspiration to Shara, 1d8 on attack, ability, not attack, ability, save, or 2 damage. Wait a minute.
What?
Try again.
Here it is, ability, save, or 2 hit.
Okay.
There's too many
All
different types of rolls.
Zatasha, you can see a coffin.
You can see a
Here,
lot
What
of-
let's
do I
bring
know
it.
about vampires?
What do you know about vampires? Give me a knowledge arcana or religion or something else if you want to.
animal handling.
Bram Stoker. Roll a
Eight.
for Bram Stoker.
18.
18. You know they are undead creatures. They are hypersensitive to sunlight. You need to if you put a wooden stake through their heart, they're incapacitated and paralyzed. You know that they can turn to mist. They regenerate.
Turn the club. We can all turn to mist.
Yeah.
You know that it can't.
Big fans of contract law.
Yes, vampires can't enter a residence without an invitation from one of the occupants. You know that they can turn into bats. They're tough. That's about it. You know they drain people.
How about their intelligence?
How about their intelligence? They
They're
are
generally
smart.
pretty intelligent.
Yeah, because they get to hang around for a long
They're
time.
smart. Okay.
They do a lot of mooks, so hang out at the library a lot.
That's right.
So they're independent learners. Vampires are.
It's true. Vampires.
All right.
They're great.
Boy. I guess I don't want to waste any side points on it, so I'm just going to try to mind thrust at it. Can I see it from here?
Can
or
you
do I
see
need
it
to
from where
move
you are? You
forward?
need to move forward.
To there?
Yeah, you know you can see from there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Then
you can see it.
the vampire needs to make an intelligence saving throw. DC 15.
Okay. It makes it.
Okay. Then nothing happens. I tried. That's it.
All right. I need to make.
If this gets around to the next turn, there's a really good chance that I will be incapacitated.
Yeah.
Or perhaps a vampire. Shara, it's your turn.
Ooh, vampire almost. That could be fun.
All right.
Charm.
I
So
already got no soul.
I guess I'm moving into the room.
Okay.
Choice.
I don't think the room can hurt you guys anymore.
Yeah,
But I don't know
think
what's
we all
going
need-
on. I'm in the hall. I'm in the narrow hallway.
you hear a lot of
with the narrow
screams.
door.
And people
We
are
are-
yelling out, it's a
Yeah.
vampire.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
rooms have been real bad to us recently. Hallways,
They have
nothing,
been.
nothing bad has happened in a hallway in hours.
See, Tony knows. Okay, so I'm going to aim a crossbow bolt at this thing's heart.
Oh.
Wow, you're super prepared for this situation.
I'm hoping. Oh,
You have inspiration.
Does a 9 hit?
Inspiration.
Yes. Inspiration using.
Okay. Well, to answer the question, a 9 did not hit.
Yeah, I figured.
But the inspiration only gives you a D8 bonus. You're probably going to have to... Well, might as well.
Oh, yeah, I need to roll a d8. That's how inspiration works
Well, that's
here.
how Steve inspiration.
Bardic
Steve
inspiration.
Okay.
Steve
Bardic inspiration. Steve inspiration.
Yeah.
All right, d8, that's adding 2, so I'm
Oh.
taking 11, won't hit either.
11 does not hit.
11 does not hit.
Do you have regular inspiration?
I do not have Hey, Scott, can I have inspiration?
No.
No, that failure on that
Alright.
last hit, that was role play.
Haven't done a lot to at the moment to. Get
I don't know what level vampire this is, but if it's like
Very
a Strahd
judgy.
von Zarovich level vampire, we are in trubs.
Is there anything else you'd like to do? I did
I feel like-
trying to shoot its heart was inspired, but not enough for inspiration.
Yeah, I don't have anything else I
feel
can
like
do.
targeting the coffin might help us out here, but maybe.
Oh, if the
Stone,
dirt's in
though.
there. I don't have holy water to like throw holy water in the coffin.
Guys, just to be fair, that's great, but the coffin does not currently have its fangs sunk in me.
Carlos,
That's not my problem,
Drake
man.
this tried.
stone
I tried.
thing.
That's somebody else's problem. Oh,
Yeah.
Carlos is gonna run
Alma, we are busy rearranging the room. We are totally gonna mess up this guy's feng shui,
shui.
and then what is he gonna do?
Actually,
shui.
I think it's the Japanese vampires actually do have serious problems with that, as I recall. Or maybe it's ghosts. I can't remember, but it is an issue.
And by the way, this is dry, so everyone's speed is normal speed.
All right, Carlo
It's
Carlo
really
Thank
weird
God
when
you
he just
mentioned
that.
reminds
Weird
us
thing
of
to
that. Yeah.
Carlos
Currently,
runs into the
this is
center
dry.
of the room. And hey,
At normal
remember-
speed.
Remember when Carlos learned magic?
Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I blacked
Carlos
out.
does a thing that Regdar taught him, and lightning starts to spark around his hands. And our friend needs to succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled in a straight line toward me.
Okay.
Dragging Amlal along with him again.
Well, that's the strategy. Actually, is he,
19.
I assume that an idiot fighter's spell save is lower than that, but
I'm almost guaranteed that it's less than a 19.
I don't actually know. Yeah,
Does he take half damage?
It's probably 8 plus your whatever your spell casting is, plus your proficiency bonus, I think.
it's not
Whoa,
that.
Probably
Okay,
12
well,
or 13.
12 or 13, yeah.
Well, then that didn't work.
Oh, okay. Does it do anything on a
Nope.
fail? Okay. It was cool, though. You said, "Hey, vampire, look at this," and the vampire looked and was like, "Huh?"
Yeah, yep. Yeah, no, he felt a
Sparkle,
tug.
sparkle.
He felt a tug, and he was like, "Nah, forget
Meh.
it."
I refuse. The vampire is going to continue to attempt to drain Umlal.
I was trying him while I was trying to pull him away from
I
you.
appreciate it. Carlos, you my brother. I know
I'll
that
send
not
your
really
best
makes
wishes
sense.
to your brother Frittata.
That really not make sense genealogically, but
So, Umlal, you take 10 points of piercing damage as it sinks
10
its
points of piercing damage? Wait, hold on. I'm raging. That's 5 points of piercing damage.
and you take 15 points of necrotic damage.
That's
Oh, jeez.
worse. But that's halved. So
How many hit points is he down now?
That's 7.
And your hit points are reduced by the number that I gave you, so 15.
All right. So I'm at 3 hit points, and my maximum is reduced by how many?
Oh god, guys, I don't want to fight Almal the vampire.
15.
Yep.
So my 29, my max hit points. So if my max hit points get to 0, that's a real problem.
Yes, it tells me what happens when that happens.
Yeah, I have some familiarity with this. Cool.
It's going great.
then,
Last time I go into any rooms.
Hey, turn into gas. It's only going to
I
take
thought
10
about that. It
turns.
takes a minute. It's fine.
It's only 10 turns. You
Yeah.
can survive that
I'll
long.
make it. I'll be. Yeah.
Can I call for Johnny to come in here as a bonus action?
Sure. Do you say, "Johnny, go into the room"?
Yeah, we should have fed the flesh golem to the to the vampires.
Johnny,
we have a planar
kill
ally
the
we could call too.
Well,
with
you
that
know,
bead.
hit the vampire really hard.
There's a lot of blood in Amlal. He's probably not going to be hungry after this. Maybe he'll take a nap.
Okay.
And now I'm
So-
going to say, Shara, Johnny's going to go on your turn just because I don't want to roll initiative for him.
Okay.
Is this back around to me, Scott?
No, it's Regdar's turn.
Oh, Regdar's turn. Regdar has been studying his spell list, trying to figure out what would be good here.
Yeah, anti-vampire spells.
I do not. I checked that first. I could cast Web on the vampire, but that would also be inconvenient for you. Scott, can you tell me what the Bless
That's
spell
like building
does?
him a little like nook around his snack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody wants a snack nook.
Can you tell me what the Bless spell would do, which is one of my beads, if I wanted to say Bless
I can.
Almal?
You can bless
you-
up to 3 characters of your choice. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, you can add that person adds a D4 to the number roll.
All right.
Hey, do we still have that Griffin figurine?
that?
Let's throw that into the mix.
Presta had that. I don't know.
I'm
Somebody
sure we
has
took
it.
it from her.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't have it. So I'm gonna do a bead of curing then, which casts Cure Wounds on Omlal. I don't know if because it's a magic bead if it does more than that, but I know
It
it does
does
at
not.
least that. Okay, I Cure Wounds on Omlal. That feels like a big deal.
So the sad thing with Cure Wounds is that its range is touch.
Oh, never mind
No,
Omlal.
that's healing word. Cure wounds has a
Nope.
distance.
He's
Does not.
right. It's touch.
Oh, it's vice versa. I'm sorry, I got it backwards.
All right, sorry.
Yep.
I guess that would be really great after we rescue you from the vampire.
Yep.
Um,
That'd be cool.
I
Me
could
too,
locate
baby.
objects.
Because we're totally going to do that.
You could throw the bead at him.
I could try casting sleep on the vampire, but vampires are it seems like very smart, and so the chance
They
that
have
it
a lot
will
of
fall
hit
asleep
points.
and a lot of hit points. I don't know what I can do that's helpful.
Blessing is not bad because if you want to give people a chance to hit the vampire, but the
Yeah,
I missed
I'm
the
gonna
saving throw option. I think.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna crack open the bless bead and give my friends a blessing.
All right. Well, pick 3 of your friends within a 30-foot range.
I think that would be
That
who's
you
in the
can see.
room already. Carlos, Zotasha,
Johnny?
is that you in the room?
Wait, don't
Johnny.
give Johnny. Don't give Johnny.
Aline, are you not in the room?
I'm in the room.
Okay. You get blessed then too. So
Okay. And that was a D4
Yeah.
to attack.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Somebody mess up
saves.
the coffin. Get Johnny to mess up the coffin. Somebody do something with the coffin.
Anything else, Regdar? Would you like to move into the room? Would you like?
I guess I should move into the room and like take a position in the corner so that I'm ready to do future stuff. I assume cracking open the bead is a full action.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I boldly move into the room and crack open that bead.
All right. Like a king.
I also figured blessing just thematically, like the vampire probably is not a fan of the fact that people are in its lair blessing each other.
No, it
So.
says thumbs down to that.
Yeah, I
Stop.
figured.
Umlal, you have a couple teeth, well, probably 4 teeth sunk into your neck. A vampire has dragged you across its lair, and
Drugged me too. This guy's the worst.
well, he's trying to seduce
Venomous
you
fangs.
by
No.
sucking out your blood.
Venomous bangs?
I have
That's a
comments.
haircut.
What would you like to do? You're still grappled.
I would like to get out of that grapple.
All right, give me a strength check or athletics check, I should say.
Okay, let's try this again. I already have advantage, so inspiration does not get me anything.
That is correct.
19.
All right, you are strengthened by your terror, and you push away his arms, and you're still in that square, but you are free to do what you would like.
Bad hug. Bad hug.
Good move.
I move 40 feet.
All right, it takes an attack of opportunity. Because
Does he take out an attack of opportunity?
he does.
Oh, son of a.
He's
Well, tell me what that roll is, because I may be disrupting it.
all right, it is 4.
I will not bother to disrupt that.
Does
Plus?
a 13 hit you?
No, it does not.
All right, so he swings
I am cowering behind Satasha.
and then hisses. Ketchka.
Holding
Oh.
a tourniquet to my neck.
Are you? You're in a bad way, aren't you?
Hold on. It's important for podcast reasons. Basic first aid. Do not apply tourniquets to your neck.
Too late. Too late.
This seems like an appropriate time for me to kick on my Aura of Vitality,
Oh,
which is a 30-foot radius aura.
everybody thinks that you would make a good mate.
That's his or that's his aura of virility.
Oh, that's right.
It's close. It's close. I almost said virality, but that's a totally
And
different aura.
I won't move this turn because I'm pretty happy out there in the hallway, but I will use my bonus action to cause that aura to give my good friend Omlal
Oh,
2d6 worth of hit points,
Woo.
that's nice.
which comes out to a 4. That's great.
well, that's still it's better than nothing.
Aura's still going for at least a minute, so everybody's got
Stuff.
healing awaiting them as things go here.
Zatasha, you have seen a large person run out of the room screaming, bleeding profusely from his neck.
I will use some of my
Oh,
last few psi points to heal Umlal
okay.
somewhat. Since he so nicely came, just stood right next to me where I could touch him, which means I have to drop my my aura sight, so I can no longer see auras, which is fine, and switch over to psionic restoration as a bonus action, and then I will use mend wounds with, where am I at here? Let's go with 4 psi points. So
These are 5-foot squares in here, Scott?
Yes, they are.
19.
Mhm.
How much was
Okay,
that?
you can take 19 hit points back. 19.
Yay.
Nice.
Woo.
I am at 26,
Show off.
which is just shy of my new maximum, 29.
Oh no.
So look on the
Yeah,
bright
so don't-
side. You're like 40% a vampire now.
Yeah, so don't spend any more healing on me because it will probably not be worth it at the moment.
Oh no. Shara,
Fair.
give me a perception check.
Perception. So I rolled 14. What's my perception bonus?
You only needed a 10. So
Oh, okay.
you saw the vampire got hit a couple times, and you noticed that all of their wounds have healed.
Healed, yeah.
Close the
And
hell
it's
out of
your
this
turn,
door.
Shara.
Coffin.
Shara.
Don't forget we get to use Johnny.
Oh, and yes, on your turn, Johnny can do something.
Okay, I'm gonna send.
Use Johnny, she said.
She said.
Oh, Johnny can't talk.
He cannot.
I think it's Johnny can't read. Why Johnny can't read?
Um.
Why can't Tori read?
He's a magic
Okay, so should I
creature
have
and not alive. I
Johnny-
would love to send him to.
Attack.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should I have Johnny attack? So Johnny, what?
Johnny attacked the vampire.
Yeah, what are Johnny's attack options? Is it just like a hand,
He
unarmed attack?
So
Tell him to go.
Flesh golems slam their bodies into people.
Okay. All right, Johnny. So first, I'm going to again aim at the heart with a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
We'll see how I do, and then I'm going to send Johnny to attack. So that's plus my 4 is 20.
A 20 will hit a vampire.
20 will hit a
Sweet.
vampire.
Yes.
All right. There is nobody nearby, so I do not get my sneak attack. So it's only a d6.
Correct.
Oh, I should have sent
Yeah, I
Johnny
was just
first.
gonna say.
Should have sent Johnny first. So that's 1 whole point of damage, and then Johnny, go attack, please.
Johnny attack.
Johnny attack.
I'm telling you, the secret's the coffin.
And Johnny.
I know,
will
but I've got the crossbow bolt.
attempt to
Johnny
slam
could flip over the
himself into
coffin.
this vampire twice. He slams his. He just basically does a body slam on this vampire who is still stuck on the wall, and hits the vampire for. Let's see, 2d8. 12 points of damage. You go, Johnny.
Good job.
Nice.
Carlos, there's Johnny has slammed himself against the vampire.
All right, I am going to come over to here where I'm actually 10 feet away. Scott, I'm looking for your blessing on this. So I looked up the 5th edition equivalent of the tricol, which I had in 4th edition, and it said that it's the halberd, which means that I would actually have reach to attack. Are you okay with that?
Sure.
It's like a pole.
What a guy.
So I'm gonna attack him from 10 feet away because I have reach, and it's a 2.
So the only downside to a polearm is if you are in a very enclosed space, it's hard to use a polearm.
Well, that's why I've got that. I've got Prestis Old Scimitar if I'm in
All right.
enclosed space. But from this distance, I'm just gonna attack him with my booming blade tricol.
All right. So
Okay.
do something. And that's a magical weapon, clearly.
Yeah. Well, I'm casting a spell on it as I attack. It's not a fundamentally magical weapon, I guess. Does that matter? Did we learn that only magic weapons attack this guy? We didn't learn that, did we?
We should assume it.
It's a safe assumption.
All right. Well then, get that, I'm just going to come up and I'm going to hit him with my scimitar.
All right. So you take out this giant pole arm and you take a second. The vampire, you carefully put it back and you take out your scimitar and you step 5 feet closer and
Carlos, he's always thinking. He's a fighter. He's always thinking. So that is a 24
That
to
does
hit.
not scan with what I've experienced from Carlos so far.
For fighting, he thinks he's good with tactics for fighting.
Okay. No, that
That's
makes
where all
sense.
his brain cells
We're
are
good.
going. 24 to hit.
24 will hit a vampire.
Okay, so that is 8 damage with
And what is
the tricol or with the scimitar. That's magical +1. And then because I am doing I have 2-weapon fighting, I also stab him with or whack him with a hand axe. That's 18 to hit. That's not magical.
An 18 will hit, and it does not appear as though all that 9 damage goes through.
All right. And since
You were also blessed, right?
oh yeah, what do I get to do for blessing? Is that to hit or just to damage?
I think it's. I thought it was just for.
Just to hit. Well, I hit but on both of those. But guess what?
Okay.
I get to do 2 attacks, so I'm gonna attack him again. So that was a 31.
Is that a crit?
It was
Looks like it.
Murder that vampire in
Yeah,
a corner.
so
Murder
that-
that vampire in a corner.
This macro is horribly written. One or the other. It's either a crit or it's
yeah.
lying.
It's a crit.
Okay.
So what do I get in terms of?
So you roll your damage dice twice, basically.
all right,
So roll another whatever.
another d6. So
Unless you have something
no,
fancy that.
so that's 11 more damage, and that's magical.
All right.
And then with the axe, chop chop, that's a 15.
The axe
But you're blessed.
is deflected by his
+4, so that's 19.
rewind and
You got him on the rebound.
It's yes, it bounces off and
Okay,
then
so
it
that's
kind of gives him.
that's 11 non-magical damage.
All right.
Nice.
Good job, Carlos. I always knew that someday you would murder a vampire.
Anything else, Carlos?
I mean, technically he's already dead. Does it count as murder? I'm re-murdering him. Anyway, no, that's it.
We
That's all
don't.
for
We
Carlos.
don't know how he originally died.
That's true. Carlos, as you're watching the vampire, you notice it heals.
Yeah.
And oops.
And then he rolls over, and then he plays dead.
Technically, he's always playing dead.
And
already playing
He's not playing.
Homonyms.
is
Homie
he,
ain't playing.
and we're at about an hour now, I think.
That's true. He's going to do something. Carlos, give me a wisdom saving
Oh
throw.
boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, you're being charmed.
Come on,
We're
Carlos.
so
For his
first.
wisdom.
13.
All right, Carlos. The vampire looks into your eyes,
Oh no.
and you are totally charmed. This vampire is your friend, and you will do anything to protect it.
Oh boy.
And let's take a break.
Oh boy.
I fireball both of them.
I thought 13 was pretty good for Carlos.
Good, not great.
Uh-huh.
Oh, vampire! I will say I ran this for my in-person group, and this was my favorite room.
Oh, I didn't add my
Shocked.
Scott, I didn't add my wisdom modifier to my 13.
Oh, all right. What is it?
13.
13.
I will also
It's
be a
Carlos.
kind DM and rewind and remind you that you are blessed. So roll a d4.
Oh,
Oh.
16.
Okay, I thought you were gonna be like somehow it's still 13.
You are still charmed by this vampire.
All
sadly.
right.
He's very charming.
Well,
Does that mean that
hashtag
17
blessed,
may have done it?
hashtag charmed.